We'll spend a few minutes with Tyus Battle, and then we'll bring his teammate Frank Howard up. We'll have questions from the room with microphones, so we'll start to our left. First row there, Tyus.
Dan Tortora, Wake Up Call, DT.com. Tyus, you have, including yourself, 4 returning players. You have 4 incoming freshmen. You have a grad transfer. What can you say about the dynamic of the team this year going into the season?
Well, we're definitely young, a lot of new guys. But I think we had that time over the summer to really get to know each other and gel well as a team. I think this year we really, I think we generally like each other. We really gel well as a team. So I think we're definitely going to surprise people. All the guys get after it every day in practice. Every time they step on the floor, we go hard. And I think we've really accepted what we have to do to win this year, which is be a defensive stopping team. So I think we're definitely going to surprise some people.
Tyus, we'll take it all the way back to our left. If you would, please identify yourself and the media outlet that you're with.
Mike Toper with Spectrum News. And kind of going off along that, with you guys losing kind of so many guys, especially as far as offense, where do you look for yourself as well as your teammate to kind of step it up as far as the guard position is concerned?
Well, I think we really do have really good guards this year. Me, Frank, Howard Washington, who's a freshman this year, and Gino Thorpe, who's a transfer. So I think we really do have some really good guards, and we're gonna have to. Frank and I are definitely gonna have to step up and take that leadership role that we were kind of missing last year. So I think overall we'll definitely be fine with scoring the ball. We just have to step up to the plate, and I think good things will happen.
Other questions from Tyus? Tyus, let's go in the very back, just to the right at the camera there.
How you doing? Darius Joshua, WSYR Syracuse. Tyus, I was wondering, you mentioned surprising people. Are you a player that kind of thrives off being underestimated, having low expectations, things like that?
Yeah, I think that's just as any competitor would play. Playing with a chip on my shoulder, being motivated. Yeah, in a lot of ways we might seem down roster-wise, but as a competitor, I never feel that way every time I step on the floor. I think we can go out there and beat anyone we play against. So we're definitely confident as a team when it comes to that.
Tyus, back to your left, front row with Dan.
Tyus, what are some of the words you would use to describe Frank Howard and what he means to the team in your opinion?
A leader, competitor, and he has a lot of basketball knowledge. He's one of the only guys on the team that was a part of that Final Four run. So we're definitely going to be looking for him for a lot of knowledge and just being that floor general this year for our team.
Let's stay on your left towards the aisle there.
Tyus, Justin Kutch with Raycom. You mentioned defense, and it's rare that one team focuses just on one type of defense. So every day in practice, you guys run that 2-3 zone. What's it like day in, day out, running the same defense each and every day?
I mean, a lot of you guys don't know this, but we actually practice man-to-man sometimes, occasionally. So hopefully, you never know, we might switch into it this year. We'll see. But practicing the 2-3 zone, it's a lot to work on, especially when you're first learning the zone. It's a little complicated at times, but as you learn to understand the principles and where you have to be at in certain situations, your instincts take over and you just start moving together with your team. And when you're moving like that, it's hard to stop. So this year, I think we have the length, the size, the athleticism to go back to the traditional Syracuse 2-3 zone, and I think it's definitely gonna be tough to beat.
Tyus, right side in the very back, sitting.
Alan Saunders, Pittsburgh Sports Now. Tyus, how's Gino Thorpe fit into the team as a guy that came in with a good amount of experience, and what kind of player do you think he can be at Syracuse?
I think he'd be a really good player. He adds an extra scoring to the team, and again, college experience. Like I said before, we have a lot of young guys, that has never stepped on a college floor to play a college game. So just having that college experience and college knowledge to help share with the group, it's very helpful for this young team. He can take it to the basket, knocks down open threes. So he'll definitely help us a lot this year.
Tyus, from the podium here, if I'm reading the notes correctly, your freshman year, 43 steals. That already puts you third all-time at Syracuse. What makes you such the ball hawk?
I think it's just the zone, understanding the zone. You know, when you're moving like that, we trap a lot. So a lot of that is just anticipation and just reading the defense, reading where the ball is going to go. So I just have to credit that a lot to my teammates and just the zone principles.
Any other questions for Tyus? Tyus, we'll let you step down and we'll bring Frank up. Frank, same deal. We've got microphones floating throughout. So questions for Frank. Let's go to Dan, first row, left side.
Frank, same as Tyus, just what you can say about having 4 returnees, including yourself, 4 freshmen, and having the grad transfer and Geno Thorpe, just what the dynamic of the team feels like for you.
I think we have a great dynamic right now. We're young, explosive, athletic, and, you know, college basketball right now is filled with young guys. So, you know, I think we'll adjust well, you know, get a few games under our belt. So, you know, we understand it's a process. We have a young group, so we know we probably won't hit the ground running from the beginning, but we did in my freshman year, and you guys see what happened. So, you know, I think we'll get it together. We got a lot of young guys that's ready to work hard and learn.
Frank, we'll go to the cameras in the very back up top.
Frank, same question I asked Darius Joshua, WSYR. I was wondering, are you a player that kind of thrives off low expectations, kind of being underestimated in that way?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. We understand what the narrative is of our team, and we play with that chip on our shoulder every day. And I feel like even if we came out #1 team in the country, we would still have that chip on our shoulder. So we just want to come out and work hard and just prove our team to ourselves. We're not trying to prove it to anybody. We want to be the best team we can, and I think we will be.
Frank, from the podium here, you talked about how it is you'll bring the freshmen along. What was it about your freshman experience that will allow you to know when it is that the freshmen get it, that they are in the system and it all makes sense to them?
I definitely had I played with 2 great leaders that year, Mike Benajay and Trevor Cooney. So they kind of taught me how to be a leader, and I learned from them on and off the court on what to do and how to lead by example. And then this year I'll definitely be more of a voice to the team and to the younger guys and kind of explaining things more in depth. So I learned how to be a leader from them, and I just want to be the same thing to the young guys now.
Back to Dan, to your left, first row.
Frank, what would be some words to describe Tyus Battle and what he means to this team? He'll be the guy we played through this year. So I think last year was a little confusion, you know, and I think that overall hurt our team. You know, everybody didn't kind of know their roles, so we know our roles this year, and he's going to be the guy we play through.
Do you look at the schedule as a whole? I know it's a game by game, and you take it one game at a time, but do you look at the breadth of the schedule early on in the season?
We kind of just look. I want to look one game at a time. There's always guys talking about the November game or the December game, and I'm worried about our first exhibition game. So I just want to take one game at a time. I know it's a long season, and I think this year that's the maturity we have as a team, and we kind of have that understanding that it's a process, and that overall it's all about the end of the year and how we overall finish. So we just want to keep learning, keep growing as a team, and just want to get better every day.
Your last question will come from Dan in the front row. Dan's a New York guy, so no wonder so many questions.
Frank, you and I spoke about the era of what you're trying right now with having #1, now you're number 23.
Yeah.
You wanted that to signify that you're starting a new chapter, new era in your life. Just to expand on that a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. I think my first 2 years were definitely great for me. You know, I learned coming into college, having a new position, I had to learn. You know, I didn't understand it. I wasn't ready to, you know, kind of accept that I had to take some time. And but the coaches understood that, and now I understood, and I learned everything, and I'm ready to hit the ground running.
Syracuse, thanks a lot. Good luck this season.